boring. It was hard to sit through 7 classes a day, 5 days a week, for 4 years. One of the only reasons we made it through was due to our excellent, caring teachers. We can all think of teachers and staff over the years who have supported us and made community school fun. And from the opposite angle too, we can all think of a friend who turned an ordinary math class into an episode of Saturday Night Live. We no longer have to deal with the toils of high school, guys. We're graduating. We can do cool adult things, like pay taxes. So if we find ourselves in a pickle, whatever it may be, we can't stop or turn around. That didn't get us here. Dedication did. From merely getting yourself to school a few days a week, to spending more time at practice than asleep, to taking the hardest academic track available, we have all been dedicated. We made it this far, and we can't stop now. So after all this work, all these annotated bibliographies, ACE and AP exams, EOCs, and whatever other testing tortures we've been put through, it's time for me time. So if you want to do something, do it. Learn to surf, go vegan, buy a teacup pig, teach your mom how to use her iPhone. If you don't do it now, it may never happen. So go for it. You've earned the time to do what you want, how you want, and enjoy yourself. Don't let any bad times keep you down. As a friend of mine from Selected Speeches by Valedictorian said, laughter is the best medicine. It's cheap, it doesn't require a prescription, and it doesn't make you nauseous. No matter how bad things get, you can always find something to laugh about. So no matter what you're doing after graduation, whether it be college, military, work, Rotary, or whatever, remember to do what makes you happy. Because if you're not happy with your life, you're not living it to the fullest. We don't have to have a perfect life. Everybody has challenging days. What we do have to do is appreciate what we have. We have to acknowledge that no matter who we are all thankful for things in our life. Every morning there is something worth getting out of bed for. Someone shared with me that life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. So make the most of it each and every day. Thank you.
Please welcome our next speaker, Olivia Eastman, our salutatorian.
Not all of them, I'm sorry. Good evening. I'm Olivia Eastman, but that girl who drew me a cartoon once in the 7th grade will suffice. Tonight, I want to tell you about a man who's impacted my life since I was a young child. I'm guessing he's impacted your life as well. The story starts with a man waiting patiently to meet with a business executive. Hours went by. Later that day, the business executive's secretary went out to get the man some lunch. Finally, at the end of the day, the executive sent the man a message. It read, "Mr. Disney, I'm not going to see you. I don't do business with carnival people." Folklore has it that this executive who turned away Walt Disney is located right here in Jacksonville. He decided not to sell his name in Panama City to a carnival person, and the rest is history. As someone who has a passion for both art and animation, I believe Walt Disney's legacy has impacted our lives here in Florida. He created opportunities for thousands of people in our state, revenues to help pay for infrastructure, and services that benefit all Floridians. Also, he's created entertainment for millions worldwide. Disney serves as an inspiration of how far one person's love of their own forte can guide and change the world. To quote him, "Courage is the main quality of leadership, in my opinion, no matter where it is exercised. Usually, it implies some risk, especially in new undertakings." I won't delve too much more into Disney from this point on, although one instance within Disney's life that I'd like to bring attention to exemplifies his courageousness through following his instincts. This is something I think we all must consider when making choices in the near future. In the 1930s, there was a theatrical animation project referred to as Disney's Folly, insinuating the project was a surefire way to drive the studio into the ground. The alternative name for this project, which you may have heard of, was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Disney's decision to further the project with the risk of bankruptcy is what actually made him a paragon of leadership and success. He had enough faith in himself and his team to recover Walt Disney Productions through the film. When in the face of doubt, a leader is able to assess the situation and be decisive, with confidence in their own actions. We should all take this to heart. There have been many times in high school where I was either too afraid to speak up, or perhaps even doubted myself enough not to make the decision I know I truly wanted. I am sure this situation applies to some of my fellow peers as well. My advice to you, as we venture forward, is to expel these apprehensions and make change for the common good. This is the time to continue our learning, to become adults, to become the next generation of leaders. Whether you're going to college, working, going to technical school, or even starting your own business, remember to make every day count. Set your goals and strive to achieve them. Build trust with those around you, as much of leadership is based on trust. As a respected man once said, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So, class of 2015, get out there and do it.
Please welcome our next speaker, Ryan Ponte, President of the Class of 2015.
Hello, St. Augustine High School's Class of 2015. Friends, family, school board, administration, and staff. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight. And I would personally like to thank you all for coming out to our big day. When all my friends found out that I was writing this speech, naturally, they told me to litter it with inside jokes, obscenities, and other inappropriate content. What they did not know is that the administration could edit and censor it. This marks the conclusion of my speech, so. All jokes aside, I would like to start off with a quote. My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country, by President John F. Kennedy. I feel that this quote directly sums up why we've endured this 12-year journey. All of the skills we have learned and knowledge we have acquired along the way have brought us here today. We all have the capability to do something positive for ourselves, our country, and the entire society. We can rely on ourselves and become self-sufficient, productive citizens of America. We're heading out into the real world now. Some of us are heading to college, some to trade school, some to the workforce, some to Rotary, and some to the military. I would like to invite all of our students going into the United States military to please stand up. St. Augustine High School, the high school, has done an excellent job in preparing us for this day. I would like to thank the St. Johns County School Board for putting our district at the top of the state again. The St. Augustine High School administration of Ms. Middlestadt, Ms. Bozeman, and Mr. Mascarides for running our school like a well-oiled machine. Our guidance counselors for always keeping our best interest in mind. Our deans for dealing with all sorts of our nonsense. Every single one of our teachers out there for truly caring about our education every day. The resource officers for keeping us safe. The paraprofessional staff, the ones behind the scenes, Literally, without you guys, our school would come to a standstill. The custodial staff, who are working so diligently in keeping our school in such great shape, even after half a century of history. Our cafeteria workers, for keeping us well-nourished, even with our healthy eating standards and our anti-Chick-fil-A society. And thank you to all the bus drivers, Dad, who got us to school and home safely day in and day out. Thank you to all the people involved with the arts programs and sports coaching staffs for inspiring and molding the students into better young men and women every day. I would also like to thank all the staff of our various elementary and middle schools for getting us to high school successfully. But most importantly, thank you to all of our families, friends, and mentors who have seen us at our best and our worst and providing us with exceptional support and advice. Without everyone I just mentioned, none of this would have been possible. On behalf of the class of 2015, thank you. I have met some incredible people and made some unforgettable memories in my past 4 years here at St. Augustine High School. I'm sad to be leaving high school, but I'm also very happy to start my collegiate career and the next chapter of my life. No matter if you look back at high school as an amazing portion of your life or not, you will all never forget being a Yellow Jacket. I'd personally like to thank everyone who's made my high school experience so great. The list is far too long to mention everyone, but they know who they are. So as we head out into the real world, just know and remember where you've come from and that you've all been prepared for anything that life can throw at you. President Kennedy was born on May 29, 1917, and would have turned 98 today. As he once said, ask what you can do for your country, because we are the future, we are society, we are the high school's class of 2015. Now before I go, I want to do one more thing. Since we're all here together, I would like to get a picture with everyone. So here we go, smile a bit.